never want to go back to that again. That's just a no-win situation. When it comes to drug, you know, we can all beat the cocaine. We can all beat cocaine drug testing. You have to stay away from it for 3 days or so. We can beat that, right? But for weed, we got 45 days. We gotta wait 45 days in our system. And I think it stays in our system because it belongs there. Weed comes out, cocaine comes out because it doesn't belong there. Our body's trying to get rid of it. You know?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Interesting theory, dude.
No, that's real tough. We try to get rid of this.
Well, we produce them to do different things in our bodies anyway. Endogenous cannabinoids that help us with our appetite, our sleep rhythms, and our mood.
This makes
pain.
us hungry. We do some cocaine, nigga, we shut down. Boom. All of our senses shut down. We don't hear nothing. We don't see nothing. It's all illusions and shit. We don't hear shit, and we on some energy we don't even know about.
Yeah.
How about
care about nobody? I don't care about nobody.
in terms of things that aren't supposed to be in your body? I think this is real hypocritical in the world of anti-doping. Is Xanax, Ambien, some of the opioids, we talked about this earlier, are allowed, but you can't use a little marijuana the night before a fight to sleep. I mean, that's flat out wrong.
Yeah.
I think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I've done almost every drug I can think of, you know. Instead of probably, did I do crack? I smoked crack before, it just didn't affect me. I did smoke meth before, it just didn't it wasn't my thing. It just didn't affect me, right? I didn't like it. It wasn't my stuff, right? I did the toad, right? And changed my whole perspective on life and drugs and all that shit. You know, it just changed everything I ever thought about drugs. It made me say drugs ain't shit if it's not like this. If you can't make me feel like this, then I can't use you anymore. So what do you do with a drug like that? What do you do with a drug like the toad? Why is the toad like illegal? That's the closest thing to make you have an engagement with God.
Do you know
in my perspective?
So this is from doing that one DMT experience just sent you into.
Well, I did it one time, but I did it many times that day.
Right.
You know, but yeah, this really I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure it out, but I've changed. But I just don't know how.
Yeah. I describe it for a lot of people. It's like resetting a computer. You reset a computer, you have a fresh new desktop. And there's only one folder on the desktop, and that folder says my old bullshit.
This is listen, stop. I'm saying to myself right now, sometimes I wonder, this new feeling that I'm possessing right now, is it a real feeling? Does this stuff really help? Or am I lying to myself again till the next moment, till the next feeling come to do some drugs, to be with somebody else? What's really going on? Is that feeling going to come back?
Yeah.
But at this moment, that feeling feel like it's never coming back.
It can never come back if you decide that it's never coming back. But you have to make that decision pretty much every day. But you can never come back if you want. Or you could slip into the old ways. That's what a lot of people do. When a lot of people fall into drug addictions, relapsing, when they relapse, they're not physically addicted when they're relapsed. Obviously, they're clean. And then they decide to go back in. It's because there's comfort in those old patterns. Because this new way of life is just, they get anxiety, they feel like it's a lot of pressure to stay clean.
Oh, so explain it. I hate that. I always hated that. Oh, wait, I never wanted to do drugs, but then I do them again. Yeah. I never wanted, I hate it. No.
Yeah.
No, come on, you understand what I'm saying? No, I don't want. I don't want that. And then once you do that, then you're going all out now. You got the liquor there, the girl. Oh man, this is just a dark, vicious cycle. It's real dark.
Yeah, it's self-destructive.
Real dark. Yeah, it's all about ego inflating and self-deprecating, self-destruction.
It also alleviates you from the responsibility of improving.
100%.
That pressure of like keeping it together, staying sober, being disciplined, all that stuff. Once it's gone, it's gone. Like, I'm just fucking crazy. I'm crazy. This is just what I do. I'm crazy. And it's easy to fall into that trap, and that's what happens to a lot of people who relapse with drugs.
I never want to go back to that again. That's just a no-win situation.
You said, I'll never be happy. I believe I'll die alone. I would want it that way.
Well, that's just how an addict talks. When addicts are high and addicts have an addiction, they talk like that. Everything's extreme. If I don't get my way, the world's the end.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You were a half hour from the Strip. A couple of years ago, how much did your life sort of revolve around the Strip?
Pretty much a great deal of my life revolved. I was just pretty much out there. It's believed to be having fun, and it's very accessible. So I just had a little vacation down there.
It's interesting you say believed to be having fun. It might have seemed fun, but it wasn't really.
No, I'm just like anybody else. I'm a pleasure junkie. I wanted to have fun. This is what I believe is fun. I'm in Vegas, and I can basically do what I want in Vegas, and that's just what I done. That's just what you do when you're just, I don't know, I guess you're lost trying to find yourself at that moment.
So you end up going to rehab, and you learn life skills, I understand. What sort of skills did you learn that helped?
I just met a great, I don't know, what can I call it? A conglomerate of just interesting, dynamic people that just had my interest at heart as a human being. You know? It's just, that rehab world is just like how would I say it? A utopic world. Everyone's happy.
What is it like?
It's like everyone's happy, everybody's positive, and we're gonna win, and don't worry about it. And everybody has hard stories, but they're overcoming, and that's awesome, man. Some people think it's even like a cult, but that's just an awesome spirit, and just to be in the midst of when it's really properly performed, you know.
And you said you stayed at the facility for a little more than a year because it felt safe?
Yeah, it's very safe. It was just an amazing experience for me. It was just good stuff for me.
Was there any concern about leaving the facility after you'd been there for that long, given the environment?
And there's no doubt about it, absolutely. But
what were some of the emotions? And
relapse
thought
and just not being in the right environment and just failing in general.
You believed if you had continued going down that path of that you might have even had less than 2 years to live. I know you have a friend who is terminally ill. What's watching what he's gone through taught you?
That life is really short and it's unpredictable, and we have to enjoy every second of it and know there's going to be ups and downs, and no one has any exclusivity to pain. We're going to all experience it. No one's getting out of here free. We're going to endure life, harsh punishments, and its rewards. That's just the way the world is, and we have to just be in it to win it.
How much better do you feel about yourself today than you did a few years back?
Well, that's interesting, Graham, because I understand myself more. I was just a young boy that just didn't understand myself and never gave myself any time to grow or just anything. I just thought I was tough, and I just wanted to believe that. And really, we're in a different world. This world we live in, this is not a tough man's world. This is a thinking man's world. You know what I mean? Tough men get hurt in this kind of world. So we have to try to be appropriate in our thinking and our manner. You know, I just try to the best of my ability, of course, you know, just do the right thing.
What did it take to get to that place where you started to understand yourself?
I have no idea. I just,
I mean, is that just life experience and years and getting older, or is there more to it than that?
Well, that's what I like to believe, but it's just when the time is right, I guess it's right. I guess it's better late than never.